What's up, everybody? My name's Chris Marshall with my boy Frank G. We are the hosts of Build Your Empire podcast. Frank G, tell the people what we do.
What's going on, everybody? Chris and I, we discuss established empires while showcasing us building ours.
Now, you can catch us every Monday and Thursday. We are on every platform. We really appreciate any type of feedback, likes, comments, subscribe, and you can find us everywhere, Monday and Thursdays. My man Frank G, I figured we are a little tired right now.
Yeah, a little bit. Came back from our weekend trip.
We had a little weekend getaway, and it was peaceful, and we haven't gone away since really the start of 2020, where we were just traveling anywhere we want. We were living hard, and then 2020 hit.
Yeah, we were trying to hit a different country or city like every week almost.
Yeah, and we sure went to a city this weekend, Worrell City, a nice little lake house in PA, Poconos, Stroudsburg, right over there. And, a few things come to mind. One, I'm tired, therefore we're a little underprepared on this episode, and we're just chatting.
Two.
And two is, I guess it's important to get your mind right in order to get your money right.
Yeah, that's for sure. I would say so. Yeah, we did do the lake house in the Poconos, and I think the last time we spoke to you about a trip, we were going something that took 14 hours to get to. We went to Costa Rica, and because
that took a while to get there.
Yeah, it was like a 14-hour travel, and
one hell of a time.
Yeah. And, because of the virus, the pandemic, you can't really go anywhere. So we decided, let's chill out, Airbnb a lake house. Relatively cheap, beautiful, relaxing views. Keep the doors open on a lake house.
You keep the doors open on a lake house.
And you just enjoy the breeze. And I am a strong believer. You do need to get away to, unwind and prepare for the rest of your future.
Yeah. And, that's right. That's why right before you went live here, you were essentially counting your money. You got your mind right. Now you got your money right. You totally forgot you even got paid while you were just getting your mind right.
Yeah, and then I also forgot to unpack the money I brought on the trip with us, so I was able to put that away. Relatively inexpensive to go to a lake house.
Well, what'd you think you were going to do? How much money did you bring? What'd you think you were going to do with money you're bringing at a lake house?
Well, you just never know what you're going to run into. So I'd rather be prepared than, run into a situation. I certainly had too much money.
Yeah, I'm sure you had bills of every demeanor there.
Yeah, I had a few different bills on me. A few singles, few Washingtons I was getting ready to give out,
Ladies and gentlemen, we are two single males. So we can do whatever we want, essentially, as long as we're not breaking any laws.
Yeah.
I tell you what, though. I learned a lot from that lake house, from a business sense, of how Airbnb works. That business model almost makes me want to go buy a house.
Yeah.
To put on Airbnb.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I was kind of like doing the math. That house can't be worth more than like $280K-ish.
At most, I would say, yeah.
She made $1,000 off us in a 2-day span, a day and a half. We were only up there 2 days, 2 nights, so really a day and a half, but 2 nights, $1,000. You give 20% to Airbnb, you make $800, whatever. Man, you realistically could pay off that house in a couple of years.
Yeah, Airbnb seems to be an excellent business. I mean, some people even rent out like a room in their house. So you can even go away and your home is empty, but then you gotta, trust people.
Of course you trust people, but just like how my car got broken into twice, but nothing happened. If you have nothing in your house, then I guess it is what it is. But
that's why I didn't like to park my car in front of your house before we left.
Hey man, you live like down the block.
I never got broken into.
Well, they didn't do anything. They just, I guess, wanted to sit down and catch a breath real quick. The old guy who broke into my car, who was like dementia with his dog, he just needed to catch his breath, I guess.
He needed to catch his reality.
Yeah, at this point, I should almost just have a tip jar on my car.
A little break room.
Yeah, man. There's just no smoking tips. Pay by the 30 minutes. It's like a meter.
Well, you got a tip when the guy left. He left you a used hat.
He did.
Where is that at?
I threw it out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I thought about giving it to maybe Vin and John when they came in the car. Yeah, you guys want this hat?
I don't know. I don't know if I'd do that. You never know if they got lice or something.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it would be too nice of me.
No.
Yeah. Shout out Vin and John.
Shout out John and Vin coming to the lake house with us.
It was extremely peaceful. It was a beautiful sight. I don't know if I'll be a lake house person unless I'm quarantined and I'm only subjected to a lake house.
I mean, to me, I think of like a lake house as a beach house. You just buy a body of water, I guess, similar things, and you're just chilling. So, we like the luxury things, the penthouse, the nice looking
5-star room with gorgeous women with, I guess, your money stacked up.
My money stacked up?
Yeah, what's mine is yours. What's yours is mine.
Yeah, I'll tell you what though, that next penthouse.
I'll tell you what, man, you did not think twice about grabbing my money when you get ready to throw it off the balcony.
Well, when someone says, "Go ahead and grab my singles,"
what a fucking guy, yeah.
I mean, I think that's silly to turn down that.
It's kind of silly to even offer that, to be honest.
Well, it didn't happen anyway. I was stopped mid tracks.
Yeah, a lot of inside tales, I guess, in this podcast.
Yeah, it seems to be
inside tales.
It seems to be a lot of untold stories. Maybe on a Memory Lane Monday, we'll go down for you guys.
Not any of these stories that we are having inside tales on.
Well, if we want to get out of inside tales, did you see about 12 hours ago we received another review? It seems that you guys really enjoy the podcast on Apple Podcasting. Or maybe that's the only place that you can comment other than YouTube. But that's where it seems we're getting our comments.
Well, that seems great. Shout out to whoever left that review there. Those reviews are coming in quite organically, so it is nice to see.
Yeah, this guy says, great podcast. You guys are super entertaining. Thank you, Alex.
We're definitely entertaining. I tell you what, we're way more entertaining with those dollar bills now. Dollar bill, y'all. But what's more important is to understand how we get those dollar bills, how we multiply those dollar bills, yes, how we appreciate those dollar bills, which goes back to this subject of today's podcast, essentially, is that if you can't get your mind right, you can't get your money right. And it's important to have those experiences and opportunities to go to a lake house and have those visuals and be at peace. And it's also important to have that 5-star penthouse and overlook the ocean, because then you can go back, hustle, focus. And look, today your boy closed a nice deal. He did a lot of work today, tired still. But got to get your mind right to get your money right.
Well, I'm glad you rested and you got your mind right and you made your first deal. I'll tell you, it's been a
long time.
It's been a long run since we've sold our
product.
Yeah, our normal product.
Yeah, sure has.
Well, it feels good though. I bet it feels real good. You're back in the game.
I'm a little back in the game, but in my head right now, I'm just thinking how we were at the lake house and we're just hanging and there's a bunch of loose dogs around and how one approached me. I'm in such a salesman's mind right now. I wish I would have just took that dog from a neighbor and just sold that dog.
I mean, I think jokingly I said what, because all right, so we had neighbors at this lake house who just didn't acknowledge our existence. We got to the lake house. The second we parked the car into the driveway, like 2 or 3 dogs are just
running at me.
They're just running around. So,
I was about to yelp like a little girl and jump on my car.
so I didn't mind too much because they seemed friendly, but obviously you never know.
I don't know.
And we said multiple times, your dog is on our lawn, your dog's on our property, no acknowledgement. The dog eventually comes onto the deck.
Like where we barbecue, like our barbecue is on the deck.
Like he was our dog. He was hanging on our deck.
This is 2 a.m.
And
we're drinking high noons. Shout out Nooners.
Yes. And
shout out to Rock, baby.
There was a point that I was so frustrated with these people. I was like,
very frustrated. We learned a lot about you.
I mean, I just wanted them to listen to me. I was just trying to talk to them.
Yeah, I was just about to say, you wanted everybody to listen to you. That's your MO this few days. Anyone listening? Anyone?
I hope you guys are listening.
And that's sake, I hope you're listening too. What benefits me, but I don't. Yeah, I hope you're listening, I guess.
Well, we are building a platform for people not to at least listen in some sense.
Yeah, well, some people get to that funny moment, some people don't. And you fucked up.
I fucked up?
No, the people who didn't get to Alex over there, he knows we're entertaining because that right there is entertainment.
That is entertaining. Yeah, so I guess you never really know what you're getting with Airbnb, but.
Well, you have to do your research on that, just like hotels. I mean, sometimes you have hosts that suck. Sometimes you have great super hosts. And you can, easily decipher. And, I mean, yeah, you just got to be smart and make that call. She was great. I was speaking to the host all night last night. I gave her all 5-star positive reviews. And I did tell her about the neighbors and the loose dogs. Because – for us, me and you are chill as fuck. Whatever, we don't care. Like I'm not blaming the host and the lady.
No, definitely not.
Right? Because outside of that, the house was beautiful. The bedding was great. All the appliances
everything
were
was
there.
new. Everything was new.
Yeah. So she deserved nothing but 5 stars, but also she needs to know that yo, you had neighbors that had loose dogs. And she was so thankful that I told her that because of a liability issue. She can't have that.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, who knows? I know Airbnb covers certain things. I don't know about animal attacks. But also
animal attacks.
Did you also tell her though that we needed an AC in that room in the middle of the summer or the first day of the summer?
Well, I don't know if you needed an AC or if my homeostasis was just fucked up. I'm assuming my homeostasis was just fucked up.
I mean, if that's the case, then yeah, I guess
when I was normal, when I was normal, it seemed like the fans had the house semi-cool. It's a lake house. You keep lake house doors open.
You keep lake house doors open.
Yeah.
Unless killer bees are in the area.
She probably did want to know about that hole in the wall.
That is true.
With all the bees. But you know what? That's not my problem. I told you about the dog.
I told you. Yeah, those people look like they were staying there all summer anyway. So you don't want the next person to suffer.
The only reason why I even gave her great reviews and gave her a little bit of info is this way you didn't find anything to feed me on. I'm not trying to get feed.
Nah, nobody is, man.
So I'm selling her on the fact that it was a great house. Thank you.
So you reached out to her?
She actually reached out to me asking, did I have a great time? And I was like, yeah, thank you so much. And, I told her I'm going to leave her positive reviews. And then, I guess you get a lot of data and insight that isn't shown publicly. So I told her a lot and then we were talking on the side and, she was super cool. I really think that that house was a great house, man, especially from an investment property standpoint. Really makes me almost want to think about that.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I mean, I don't know how often she'd even have to be there. Obviously, some of that fee that we paid probably goes to cleaning that comes in after us.
Well, it is. I mean, we paid $1,200 for the 2 nights, but $200 of that's for the cleaner lady.
Yeah.
So, and then you figure you pay 20% Airbnb max, so you're getting $800. So, I mean, that's for a weekend. if you just do the math right there, if there's 20 weekends in the summer at $800 per weekend, what's that right there? That's 16,000, right?
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, 16,000, and that's not including the weekdays, and that's a quarter of the year essentially, almost. And that is going to pay for like a fifth or a fourth of the house, which means in 4 or 5 years, you literally have an investment property on a beautiful lake. Crazy.
Yeah, and imagine if a family gets like one house for the entire summer or like a month or two. You don't even got to worry about like, doing anything else. That's your hope.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that you're worrisome is, holy shit, if I have this property for this specific intent, how do you know it's going to be hot on Airbnb? That's
I
that's the,
guess,
that's the risk.
well, I assume that's where location comes down to play.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I tell you what I do know though is, yo, shout out to PA, shout out to Pennsylvania. Some of y'all are weird.
Some of y'all are
Some
weird.
some of y'all are weird. I mean,
People are weird everywhere.
dude, we've been all over everywhere lately, or at least it feels like it. Those neighbors with those dogs seem like the weirdest people I've came in contact with.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess you can't really assume though that they're from AC, because if we rented a house next to it, who knows?
Not ACPA.
PA. I don't know. I guess I'm looking to go back to AC.
$1 bills, y'all. I guess you are trying to get to AC, man.
I may spend more money in AC than I did at that lake house.
You spent nothing in the lake house. You spent nothing.
Yeah, I just spent my energy that cost me the next 2 days that I'm going through.
Yeah, you did spend that energy. I saw that.
I don't think I
Go
could stop
it.
dancing.
I saw that too. Yeah, you were shaking your booty all over the house, kid.
Well, there were no girls to do it.
I know. That's what I was thinking, man. But your boy saw. And I tell you what, recently, I don't know what happened, but like you got way more rhythm in your booty than you used to. It used to be embarrassing. Like, stop shaking that booty. We're in a club, there's women here.
Oh, that is funny. I guess
now you're shaking that booty. I'm like, oh, he's got some rhythm, but there ain't no women here. You're in a lake house. Yeah.
I'm shaking it in front of my fucking dudes. Yeah.
While you're doing the dishes.
While I'm doing the dishes.
Yo, man, might as well put a dress on, and at least I can stand something with a dress.
Oh man, what are you saying?
I wish there was women around. Ultimately, that's what I was saying.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that would have been a nice addition. But we did get some bonding time with the boys. We hadn't seen that crew in a while.
Yeah, because we're quarantined and we can't go anywhere. It's the only reason why we managed to even just get a lake house.
Yeah, so if any of you are listening and you are really going through it because you can't go anywhere, just check out a lake house.
Yeah, definitely get a lake house. Recommend getting a lake house. It's interesting. It's nice.
Some like water activities. I went a little kayaking. I mean, I only went probably like 50 yards, but still nice.
Still nice. I mean, it was a nice scene.
Well, it was a change of pace for us.
I was gonna say that. Every scene, every spot, it's just different. It's just different.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, we typically go to like big cities, like Miami,
where it's
Montreal,
popping, where people respond when you talk to them.
Yeah, but it wasn't bad having that privacy. I mean, we had, even though they were there, the dogs were running rampant, we still had privacy, trees everywhere. It was nice. I'm a nature guy, I think.
I think we both established that we both like flowers, natures though. I'm cool with the roaming loose dogs and the bees. Like I cannot deal with that. But yeah, flowers are great.
Yeah, flowers are great. I'm sure you saw my post of a bunch of flowers.
Yeah, I mean, you could have did a little better, but yeah, I saw that. Good job, kid.
Kid said I could have did a little better. He
What?
doesn't even know how to work the camera.
I didn't even know if that was from a camera or not. I just saw photos of flowers, and I'm like, huh. Well, I guess not that it could have been better. I guess maybe the flowers could have been nicer.
Oh yeah, well you use what you plant, kid. I planted those flowers.
Oh, so those are your babies. They mean a little different to you. I mean, if I had an ugly kid, I'd still love it.
Yeah, well, it is. They
I'd
are
post a bunch
flourishing.
of photos of that ugly kid if I had it. And
If you had, have you ever seen an ugly baby?
I've seen mad ugly babies.
How mad would you be if you had an ugly baby?
I'd be very mad because I'd be real. Because like if I'm talking to you on the side, I'd be like, God damn it, I got an ugly baby. I got an
Fucking,
ugly baby right
fucking Jimmy, he's ugly as can be.
now. I don't know what happened. He didn't get this trait from me.
well, well, I guess you really can't judge till after he hits puberty.
I guess, man. But like, yeah, I mean, I understand. Like, you judge your babies right now. It's not the nicest thing. But there are some babies where I don't understand. I don't understand. People are very confident in baby looks. And
Well,
like a baby in general is not really like, I don't find it extremely cute and adorable. It's not like a puppy. It's like, shit, this is fragile. This is a human life. Like, I don't want to take it. They take it.
well, I feel like when people have puppies and they're all like giddy and like they take care of it like a child, it's because that's how they probably act with children. I mean, when the dog came on our deck, I never heard you talking like a baby voice.
I 100% talk to the baby voice because
I
I'm
was,
partially scared.
I was like, I don't know what he is doing, but this dog can't hear you. And that little voice you did ain't gonna make him go away.
I was just making sure he wasn't going to snap on me. So I put my hand out like I had food or something.
Extra nice Chris came out at that moment.
Well, he bottle of Ciroc in at that moment.
Yeah.
There's nothing I could do. This dog just came. He snuck up on me. I'm going to be nice if anyone sneaks up on me.
Yeah, we had the bottle of Ciroc and the Nooners on deck, and the dog tried joining the party.
I mean, we all the party, no matter where we go. Even if we're just posted up in a lake house, we're the party.
We were posted pretty hard, and there were people there probably for like weeks already, and we just boom, this is us.
So,
What's up? A couple New York dudes.
Yep. Shout out for all the people who dislike 6ix9ine, who just went #1 on the billboards after being blackballed. And the only reason why I state this is because those neighbors next to us at one point frustrated me a little too much, where I had to bump New York music, where I bumped 6ix9ine as loud as I could be. You heard the echo in the lake house.
Yep. And somehow 6ix9ine, after all he'd been through, got his mind right, and look at his money.
Makes sense. How you got to get your mind right to get your money right. Because if you stressing on what you're going to do next, on family issues, on money issues itself, and if you just don't find peace, man, it's going to be hard to elevate. It's going to be hard to find something to be passionate about. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for sure.
It already is hard, so that makes sense. You get all these distractions a little harder, but
yeah, man. And the question is though, if you get your money right, does that mean your mind's right? Because that also probably could not be the case.
Well, that's a very valid point to bring up to this episode, I guess, because the episode is get your mind right, get your money right. If your money is right and your mind's not right, what's going on there?
Well, of course, money doesn't equate happiness, although I like to say it sure does put a down payment. But, yeah, look, I guess at the end of the day, just get your mind right. Just get your mind right.
Just get your mind right, really, because I guess we always say money doesn't mean anything.
Money means nothing. But getting your money right, or I was gonna say getting your mind right means everything. But what came out was getting your money right, which that's a lot too.
It's like an interesting concept because the background story to money means nothing, but yet
it means everything to everyone. Mostly.
Yeah. So I guess really
we're thankful, we're fortunate,
and also try and disconnect the value of money from what you're doing. I guess don't do it for that reason anyway. Is what I'm saying. But we've always known that. Just do something that's going to make you happy.
Yeah, but the people don't know that, and it's so incredibly important. And people just they stress over the craziest things. And if you're stressing about things that you can't necessarily control, more importantly, if you can't communicate things that do bother you, that are taking control of your mind, and if you can't talk with individuals to see different perspectives and get over that, then yeah, your mind ain't right and your money will never be right. And then it's a spiral because your money's not right. Now your mind ain't right. And now you're just in a fucking loop.
Well, I guess be open-minded, network, communicate with people. I mean, you don't know what's out there. Build your brand. Everything is out there for the taking.
Yes, sir. What minute we on here?
We're on minute 26.
Let's call this one. Remember, folks, we are on every Monday and Thursday. Build Your Empire podcast. Today's episode: get your mind right, get your money right.
All comments are welcome. Have a good night.
Peace.